Good evening. Okay, this is the analysis for family interview number 1 for Dr. Bonner's family ministry class. I got the privilege to interview the Thompson family. They are members of our congregation here at Jinks Avenue. They're a great family, and it was truly a pleasure to interview them and talk to them about their family needs. I asked them a series of questions that directly or indirectly um, gave me a chance to gauge and see some of their family needs, if you will. I'll just go through the questions um, and give you my analysis of each of their answers. First question I asked them was about their top 3 concerns that directly impact their family. Um, they talked about being able to have a strong family uh, foundation and a strong family environment, a stable family environment. They talked about being able to have healthy relationships within their family. They are a family who do have very close-knit relationships within their nuclear family and extended family, um, and so, but they're concerned about being able to maintain that. They're concerned about the fact that due to the busyness of their family, they do have a hard time um, reaching out to other families outside of their own family, and so they want to build and establish relationships with other families, but sometimes the busyness doesn't allow them to. They want to maintain close relationships with each other. That's one of their concerns. Actually, one of the girls said that. One of the daughters. They have 4 children. One of them is a boy, Cooper. He's the oldest. He's at Harding University. And they have 3 girls: Susanna, Rebecca, and Mia. And mom is Jeannie. Dad is Todd. Um, they want to be able to develop healthy friendships. One of the girls said. Susanna stated. That's one of her concerns. One of her needs, to be able to develop good, healthy friendships outside of their family. Um, I then proceeded to ask them about what they thought about their family relationships, whether they thought they had healthy relationships or not. And I asked them to gauge, to scale, use a scale from 1 to 4, or excuse me, 1 to 5, 1 being poor relationships, 5 being really good relationships, and I think the overall consensus was about a 4, 4.5. And so they do have healthy relationships, um, but they definitely talked about one thing. I think I found one thread throughout that conversation about their relationships, which was being able to have good communication. They feel like they needed to have better communication with each other, to communicate better with each other. And as we all know, that's sometimes a difficult thing to do in a home with mom, dad, and children. Communication can sometimes get a little heated. Um, I asked them then, after that, I asked them about what they thought their greatest needs were. Um, they mentioned they want to have a good, solid foundation, a strong, solid foundation at home, something stable and secure to be able to come back to. Um, and so they want to have a good family foundation. They want to be able to connect with other families. As I stated a little earlier, they're a close-knit family, and um, they feel like they do need to reach out to other families and make friendships and have relationships with other families outside of their family circle. Um, they desire a more intergenerational relationships, especially within the church, being able to have connections and relationships with folks that are older, and of course folks that are younger as well. Um, I then asked them about the church and how they felt the church was helping them, helping their family in being able to grow in a healthy way, and how that can happen. And they said that the church needs to continue to feed them, nourish them scripturally. And they felt that was incredibly important. Jeannie Thompson, the mother, stated that. The dad, Mr. Todd, stated that which is very true, that the church needs to be able to be aware of how to minister to different families from within the church. Each family is different. He stated that the needs that his family has are completely different than some of the others. The Thompson family is a great family, and almost seems like it's the rarity now instead of the norm, to have a family, mom and dad, and healthy relationships and children doing well and that kind of thing. And so, but they saw the need. They saw the need to be able to reach out and have relationships with other families, maybe that aren't possibly like them. They want. They stated that the church has definitely done this, but needs to continue to do this to help them develop strong relationships with each other, meaning other church members, and so creating opportunities for that to happen. And when that happens, as they've seen in their children, there's a strong commitment to the church itself. When there's strong relationships with church members, there's a strong commitment to the church itself, and so they said that's crucial for them. They want to serve more as a family, they talked about, which that struck a nerve for me, because it's so important for me. Over the years, I've noticed that kind of moving away from youth ministry more into family ministry, I've noticed that there needs to be more of an inclusion of the whole family in whether it's service projects or worship opportunities or anything that we can any opportunity that we can create for the family to grow together. We need to do it. The oldest daughter, Susanna, said that the church definitely has helped and must continue to help to show what it looks like to have a good, healthy model of a family. Being that the church is a family, many families are looking at the church to see what that looks like, a good, healthy family. I then proceeded to ask them about their spiritual goals and what kind of goals they have for their family. The dad, Todd Thompson, said that he wants to raise well-balanced, God-fearing kids to grow into adults that are well-balanced. The mom, Jeannie, said to be able to create scriptural familiarity, to not have kids that are biblically illiterate, in essence, which I thought was incredibly important. To integrate prayer times, more prayer times. One of the girls said, obviously, to get to heaven is our goal. The oldest, Susanna, said to be different, to be a light in the world, and to be a family that's known to be faithful. That when people see the Thompson family, they say that's a faithful family. It's a family that loves God. Maybe isn't perfect. It's not perfect by any means, but is faithful. Lastly, I asked them about how the youth ministry itself, not the church as a whole, but just the youth ministry, has been able to partner with them in helping them parent, in their parenting mission, I guess. And so they stated two things. Mom and Dad stated two things that have been incredibly vital for them, and that is for our youth ministries, adult volunteers, and the role they've played. To be able to have adults that love their kids and love families and love the church and love God and be a crucial role in teenagers' lives is incredibly important. And then secondly, they mentioned small groups and how important small groups have been for the spiritual and relational development of their kids. Being able to have time to pray with each other and be accountable to each other and have time to get into scripture with each other in a more intimate setting. In my analysis, I find that the Thompson family isn't too different than many other nuclear families, Christian nuclear families, I guess. They have needs. They're not perfect. They want to get out of their cocoon and reach out to others, continue to grow spiritually and raise kids that are lovers of God and and follow God, and be able to continue to have a strong family foundation. They need the church to continue to keep doing what the church has been doing, um, and even um, I guess be better at doing at what we've been doing. Anyway, it was a pleasure to interview them. I hope you enjoyed the analysis and got a chance to watch a little bit of the interview possibly on YouTube. Anyway, God bless. Take care, Dr. Bonner. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.